Hello all my merrymakers and welcome to another Merrymaking Monday. I am Becca, your host. In case you are new to my channel, welcome. Merrymaking Mondays are all about me teaching you or helping you with your makes. Right now we're in the middle of a crochet along for a shawl pattern by Red Teapot Atelier. It is the Oolong Tea Shawl. It is available for free via Ravelry. I will include a link in the description. Today we are doing rows 10, 11, and 12. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. Alright, so just as a note here, you might start seeing, I'm going to be starting to use this to help myself with editing. When I was editing last week's video, I had a lot of trouble figuring out which part went where. So this is more for me than it is for you, but if you want to use it as a marker, you're more than welcome. So we are starting at the beginning of row 10. And I forgot to get out my stuff. That's my bad. Last week we ended on row 9, which is the start of the shell. Alright. So, here we go. And I will, as a reminder, try to tell you, so for when we finish with row 10, we should have 1 triple crochet, 33 double crochets, and 8 crochets per a side. When it's talking about a side, it means right straight down the middle, not including the chain 2 space. Okay? So, first we start off with a chain 4, which is also our triple crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we put 2 double crochets into that first chain, or into that first stitch. We put a double crochet into the chain space. One double crochet into that double crochet, and then 3 double crochets into the next chain space. So 1, 2, 3, we chain 1, and we skip 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and put 1 double crochet into the middle here. Chain 1. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then put 7 double crochets into this chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we repeat that again. So we chain 1, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, put a double crochet into the middle double crochet, chain 1, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and put 7 double crochets into this chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, chain 1, and we're ready to do, and we can do the repeat one more time before we hit the middle space. I'll meet you there. Alright, so I just finished doing the 7 double crochets into the chain space, and then I chained 1. We're still pretty far away from the middle space. We're going to be putting a chain or a double crochet into this second double crochet here, chain, and then putting 1 double crochet into this chain 2 middle space and chain 2, and we're going to put 1 double crochet in this middle space, chain 1, a double crochet in this double crochet, chain 1, and then we're going to go back into our pattern of doing 7 double crochets into the chain 3 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, chain 1, do a double crochet right in the middle of these of this set of 3. Do it 2 more times before you reach the end of the row. I'll meet you there. I don't know why we're wonky. When did that happen? So sorry, guys. Alright. So we're at the end, or near the end of the row here. I just did my single double crochet in the middle of the group of 3 double crochets, and I have chained 1, and then we do 3 double crochets into the second to the last chain space. That's this space right here. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 1 double crochet, I'm right into here, and then 1 double crochet into the last chain space, which you might not see or remember, but it's there if you have to. do like I do. Turn your work so that you can see both bars that you have to get under. There you go. And then 2 double crochet and 1 triple crochet into the last stitch. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and then 1 triple crochet into that last stitch. Alright, and now we're ready to move on to row 11. Alright, so in case I did not say so before, for row 10 you need 1 triple crochet, 33 double crochet, and 8 chain spaces per side plus the chain 2 in the middle. Alright, now we're ready for row 11. And of course the first thing we're going to do is chain 4. That counts as our triple crochet as it has in the past. Alright, now we're going to chain 1 more. And do a double crochet into that first stitch. Alright. Now we do a double crochet. Into the next stitch. You chain 1, skip 1 stitch. Alright. I'm reading these instructions very carefully. So it says 3 double crochet, 1 chain, skip 3 stitches. So I'm going to assume it's like we did before. So we skip this stitch, do 1, and then do 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 1, skip 3 stitches, so 1, 2. I assume this is this chain 1 counts as 1. And like before, we do a double crochet here. We chain 3 stitches. And then double crochet into that same stitch.
and then we chain 1, and then we skip 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochet, do 1, 2, 3, now as you can see, the group of 3 double crochet is perfectly in the middle of our shell from the previous row. So that's exactly where it needs to be. Chain 1, double crochet into the single, chain 3, double crochet into that same space, and chain 1. Alright, looks like we can do that 2 more times before we reach the center. I'll meet you there. Alright, now we're in the second to last double crochet of the previous, oh maybe I don't need that, I don't know. Round. Here's the chain 2 middle space, and we are going to do 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet into that same space, chain 1, skip this, and then start again with doing, I'm going in the wrong space, I can tell, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet into that same space, chain 1, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, do a double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and you'll see that we're basically doing the same pattern, just in reverse. Alright, got space to do that a couple more times, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. So we're getting towards the end of row 11, and I stopped here just in case people got to the same juncture and were like, I don't know what to do here. So I just did double crochet, chain 3, double crochet in the same space, and chain 1. I'm gonna go, this counts as our last shell, so we're gonna skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and chain 1. Alright. Now we skip 1 stitch, do a single double crochet by itself, and then into the top of the triple crochet from the previous row, we are going to do a double crochet, I have picked the wrong thread. This is going to be beautiful, but for a tutorial, this was a bad idea. Or maybe it was a good idea, just to show you how fiddly this yarn is. But I'm committed now. Alright, so we did a double crochet, we chain one, and then we do a triple crochet into the top of that same stitch. And that is the end of row 11. So according to the notes, row 11 should have 1 triple crochet, 23 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Perfect. And in case you ever get confused, just look for your lines, or your line in the middle. And if you get to the point where you cannot find your line in the middle, or you start to get confused, it might be a good idea to put a stitch marker in the middle. And just so you know, hey, that's the middle. Alright? I feel like I have time to do one more, which is good because I believe this should be the last one of today, this week's tutorial. Alright. So row 12 starts with a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 double crochet into that first stitch. Whoops. Hit the camera with my hook. Alright. 1 double crochet into the chain space. Then it says 3 double crochet into the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, alright, chain 1, skip 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. I'm ending up in the middle of this group of 3. And it's 1 double crochet right smack dab in the middle of that group of 3. This may seem familiar because it's very similar to what we've done before. Chain 1, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then 7 double crochet into this chain 3 space. So as you can see, it's very similar to what we did before. It started out a little bit different, but it's very similar. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, chain 1. Counting real quick just to double check my work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great. Alright, and then we do it again. We skip 3. 1, 2, 3. Do a double crochet right smack dab in the middle of that set of 3. Chain 1. And then do 7 crochet into this chain 3 space. Technically, it also says skip 3 there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, come on, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Alright, and we have space to do that repeat a couple of times before we hit the chain 2 middle space. I will meet you there. So I stopped here again because it might be a little confusing, but here is your middle space. I just did my double crochet in the middle of the group of 3 from the previous row, chain 1, and do 7 double crochets here. And that's why I'm saying it might be a good idea if you have trouble reading what's called reading your work, to put a stitch marker in the middle of your shawl. Even if you are pretty good at reading your work, you still might want to put a stitch marker in the middle of your shawl so that you know when you've reached the middle. Alright, where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. 7. Chain 1. Alright. Now, it says skip 3 stitches. Let me show you the 3 stitches you're skipping. This one, which is a chain space, and this one, and you're ending up in the middle space. You're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets, all in that chain 2 space, or middle chain 2 space, whichever way your brain likes to think about it. Chain 1, and then remember, now we're working in a mirror, so skip 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3. Start off with doing 7 double crochets into that chain 3 space. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, chain 1, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, do a single double crochet in the top of the middle of that 3, and you're ready to do the repeat a couple more times until you reach the end. I will see you there. So I just did my double crochet into the top of the middle of the set of 3 double crochet from the previous row. I chained 1, and now 3 double crochet into the next stitch, it says. Now if you remember, we did something similar over here, but this is the stitch they're talking about. So I just reread the repeat. You're supposed to skip 3 stitches first. So 1, 2, 3. Now it makes sense. So 3 double crochets into this next stitch here. Okay. 1 double crochet into the chain space, which we've talked about before. That chain space might be hard to see, but it is there. Cheese and crackers. Alright, and then into the top of the triple crochet, we're going to do 2 double crochet and 1 triple crochet. And no, I don't mind showing you that I'm struggling a little bit with these last stitches because it might help boost your confidence, especially if you're struggling with those last stitches. Especially that first double crochet is always a little bit of a bugger, no matter what kind of yarn you're using. Alright, so 2 double crochets and a single triple crochet, and that is the end of row 12, and that is where we're going to end for the day. Row 12, you're supposed to have 1 triple crochet and 40 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Perfect. All right, you guys. I'm going to start to try to do that too, where I count on camera to encourage you to count, because counting is very important in this shawl. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you will join me next week. We're going to take a small break from this shawl and start on the brioche cable hat from Yarnspirations. And I'm going to start alternating between the two just so that we don't get sick of either one of these guys. Hope you'll join me Wednesday for what you're working on Wednesday. Until then, my merry makers, make what makes you merry. Ciao.